All right, students, good morning and welcome to chapter 4, right? Our midterm examination. We are now in our discussion and it will cover this lesson will be included in our final examination. Maybe it will be on July or August, or maybe, yes, it will be on July or August. Now, I just want to clarify lang with regard to your examination, especially in the essay section. So take note that when I said that an instruction is a minimum of 100 words, ibig sabihin, you should have your words, your essay must contain 100 words and above. Di ba may word count naman doon? So if you observe in your score, yung mga hindi nag-follow ng instruction, nag-deduct ko ng points, no? But I just deducted 2 points. Unless otherwise, yung inyong idea is hindi masyadong klaro, like question is very clear, and some of you, and I also observed students who copied their answer directly from the internet. So copying answer is not bad, but then you have to paraphrase it. You have to change how it is being constructed. So kapag kinuha mo yung idea from the internet, dapat may changes. You have to do something that there will be a twist on the sentences. Although the main point is there, of course you cannot change the point, but of course try to change the way it is being constructed. And that has something to do with paraphrasing. Okay, dapat paraphrase din. Use your own words, but you try to get the idea of others. Something like that. Okay? So that's a warning for our final examination. So far, so good. There are students naman who got higher score, especially those students who really follow the instructions. Like their words, 100 words and above, no? Parang pansya. They actually follow. Now we are now on the chapter 4, and as what I've said, try to listen to this discussion kasi from here, magkakaroon naman tayo ng new activity, a set of new activities since we're done with final examination. And don't worry if some of you here, your exams are not yet checked and some of the activities are not yet checked. Don't worry. Check talagang output nyo kasi nakasave yun sa e-leads for as long as you submitted it. But except kung di nyo submit, then the end check. So no worries about that. So in this lesson, please write down or comment down your name with your section, please. And please do not skip this video. Of course, I will be assigning some activity that will be part of our recitation, graded recitation in this class that you have to answer. Like, kailangan yung sumagot sa ating comment section. That's why do not skip this. Okay? Do not skip this video. Just continue watching. Okay? So I will now show our screen. Anyways, I already posted this module in our e-leads. So just read it there, or you may download this lesson that will serve as your guide. So we're now in chapter 4, and this lesson talks about the Filipino art and crafts. Okay, so we have here our learning outcomes or objectives. I understand the pre-colonial arts from forms in the archipelago. 2, identify the famous indigenous musical instruments in the Philippines. 3, demonstrate knowledge about the importance of Philippine artistic handicrafts. 4, determine the common handicraft materials and the traditional handiwork in the Philippines. And you have to recognize the importance of Philippine Gamaba Awards and its awards. Later on, we will know what does this Gamaba all about. Okay, what does this Gamaba is all about. So we will not do this since we are not doing our face-to-face activity. Okay. Oh, so ito na lang, no? I have here activity. We will do this activity number 3. So let the students name, this is it. You have to perform this. Before we continue now, let the students name at least 3 festivals celebrated in their region, municipality, city. Let them enumerate the different activities that showcase in these festivals. Let them share this in this class. So what we're going to do is give at least 3 festivals you know, not only in your region, since there is a limited or there are limited, festival celebrations we had. So, pwede kayong kumuha ng mga pangalan ng festival sa ibang lugar. Okay? I'll give you 1 minute for this activity. Write down in the comment section at least 2. 2 lang, huwag na tayo mag-3. If possible, no copy-paste of answer, no repetition. Give me 2 names of festivals that are celebrated in our country. Festivals that are celebrated in the entire nation. So I will give you example, di ba, sa Sultan Kudarat, Kalimudan Festival. Now, give me your own, like give me 2, at least 2 festivals that are being celebrated in the entire country, in our nation, in the Philippines. So I give you example, Kalimudan Festival. Okay? All right, so let's continue. So like in any other country, art influenced to the life of Filipinos and the things that surround them. Of course, when we talk about art, it is surrounded and it is influenced by the life of Filipino. The arts reflect a Filipino society with diverse cultural influences and traditions of Malayan peoples, such as the Chinese and Indian. Islamic traditions were introduced to the Philippines island in the 14th century. We all know that when we talk about arts, this actually reflects the life of a diverse culture, means iba-ibang mga kultura, which is coming from the Malayan people, such as Chinese and Indians. We know that we are influenced by this. Likewise, Europe and the United States intensely influenced Filipino artists. However, while drawing on Western forms, so we all know this, that not only the Malayan, but we are also influenced by Europe and United States. No? Talking about colonization, so dahil nasakop tayo, therefore, merong touch, ang ating arts is merong touch ng Europe and United States. And the works of Filipino musicians, painters, writers, and imbued with distinctly Philippine themes. But after all, the theme of our arts are all about the lives of Filipino. By expressing the richness of the culture of the archipelago in all its diversity, Filipino artists have helped in shaping a sense of national identity. Many Malay cultural traditions have continued until this time despite foreign rule. Muslims and tribal groups maintained distinct traditions in dance, music, and sculpture. So if you observe, Muslims or the Maguindanaon, they actually have even the tribal groups like Teduran, diba? If you observe, we have, unlike sa mga Filipino dance like Cariñosa. Cariñosa are influence of Western. Ano pa? Andami. There are many, folk dances wherein they are a result of colonization. Unlike sa mga Maguindanaon and the IP people like Tiboli dance, Blaan dance, Taduray dance, the Singkil, Silong sa Ganding, even the music and sculpture, they are all original. No? They are all original. So indigenous arts in the Philippines are labors of love and patience. The intricate carvings on the wood, metal, stone, or glass are products of skillful hands and imaginative minds of the different tribes of the archipelago. So yan, no? Especially yung mga wood, yung may mga design na wood, gawa yan ng mga indigenous people, yung mga, the eyepiece, no? Marami, marami. And most likely, yung magawa ng mga indigenous people, since we live in remote area, they are all original. Walang touch, walang bahid ng kolonisasyon. So indigenous musical instruments like the flute, drums, rain, sticks, native guitars and bells made of bamboo, animal skin, seeds, and seashells. So ito yung mga original talaga na instrumento. And some of these are still present in Blaan, Tiboli, Teduray, Manubo, no? Even in Maguindanao, yung mga gong. Anyway, for Teduray and Maguindanao and Blaan, we use gong or agong, same as with Maguindanao, no? Gumagamit din sila. And we also use these bells made of bamboo. We also have native guitars made of bamboo. Especially in our place in Salumping, we also celebrate a festival and we actually showcase yung mga indigenous na mga music or instruments. So isa na yun yung bamboo. So makinig tayo, baka one of this will be your task, no? To perform festival dance. Let's see kung anong mangyari dito. The careful manipulation of these materials produces sounds and unique instruments used mostly in tribal dances and rituals. That's true. So we use this music for rituals and for some tribal dances. Like may kasal, may celebration, we dance. Same as with other tribes in the region. The Blaan, Tiboli, Manobo, Eta, ang dami, no? So, pre-colonial arts formed in the archipelago. The arts in the Philippines archipelago had its past and continued to develop by numerous modern artists with their different contexts regarding history, style, cultural symbols, and meaning. These artworks are portrayed. Yan, no? Like, according to Israel, the following are some known art forms in the Philippines. Ito na yung sasabi ko. These are some of the local musical instruments in the Philippines, and they are made of art. No, they are made with art, artistic art. Now, agong. Agong or agong, no? It's depend upon the tribe. So when we talk about agong, it is a musical instrument of the Kulintang ensemble which is played by one or two persons depending on its number. Ito yung parang mga bilog-bilog, no? Color gold. By using a rubber pad beater, this instrument is performed on both the boos, knob, and the face of the gong. I will show you something of agong. Parang may video ako dati. I'll try to show it to you students, no? Parang I have a video about this. Let's go to YouTube. Gamitin natin yung sariling example natin for us to, baka may mga estudyante dito na hindi aware what does gong look like. Emmanuel. I will try to show you, parang meron ako ditong I try to play gong, pero it's a form of practice lang, no? Hanapin natin yung video ko that I played gong. I don't think if it's still here, pero I guess a little pa yun. And para sa mga Taduray class, Taduray tribe, pinaka-sacred talaga yung pag-play ng gong, agong. And now, most of the elders, even in other tribes naman, tinuturo na kung paano ito i-play kasi before mamatay yung mga matatanda, at least, this is what we call the yung pagpasa ng mga sinaunang kaugalian ng mga katutubong Pilipino. Something like that. O here. Ito.
Time to scout.
May ads po tayo. skip ad natin. Yan, this is agong. Yan, if you observe, bawat gong may number yan sa class, may number. Like, hindi pwedeng magkabaliktad. Kasi bawat gong, ito, may kanya-kanyang function yan siya. At may kanya-kanyang tunog. Bawal lang magmali pag pindot kasi masisira yung kanyang tunog. So, hanapin nyo sana ko dyan, medyo blurry siya. This is, ito yan. Ito ako. Okay, so that's it, no? Short lang. So, stop it. Stop it. Baka makapiright tayo. Okay, baka i-block yung ating video. So that's agong, no? That's agong. So yung ginagamit is rubber padded beater. So next, banog-banog. It is a dance that portrays hunters shielding in their chickens for the famishing hook. So ito naman, isa itong sayaw na ginagamit ng mga sinaunang katutubo where it is played. This portrays hunter yielding in their chickens from famishing hook. Let's say, let's try to ask Google what is banog-banog. You know, para maging sure, because I'm also not, familiar with this banog-banog. So we'll try to ask Google, what does this banog-banog mean? Banog-banog. Let's say. Let's try to check the images. Okay, so this is it. This is banog-banog dance. Ayan. Parang they are trying to catch some, binaylan, banog-banog. This is it. So we'll try to research what does this mean, banog-banog dance. We will know the origin of this. No. So that's banog-banog dance. So according to Dance Pinoy or Philippine Dance Network, banog-banog is a hope dance usually performed by healed patients of the Babaylan and sometimes on social occasions. The dancers usually move around each other and sometimes bake off to dance in different directions. The distinctive characteristic of this dance is the slight undulation of the body. Ayan. So parang paan siya, no? Babaylan is yung mga manggagamot or the priests, yung mga pinaniwalaang nakakita ng future in the earlier times, no? So ito yung ginagamit sa banog-banog. The ladies wear padadyong of dark colors and kamisa made of pinya or birang. So the sleeves are bell-shaped, a headdress, a necklace, and a belt made of silver coins. So yan, this is it. But we'll not watch it. Baka makapiright tayo yung video natin at ma-block ng YouTube. The musical instruments used are the gong and the drum. The gong is held by one person while the two others beat the gong on both sides. And that's it. No? And same as with other tribes, banog-banog is also used wherein parang pasasalamat of a patient. Healed. Ibig sabihin, na-healed na yung patient, no? With the help of babaylan. And also, they do it in some social occasions. So parang, most likely, ganun talaga yung team ng mga indigenous na mga sayaw, no? They are used to praise, to thank their God, and, to do some rituals. Next is Blit Blaan. It is a courtship dance of the Blaan. It's not Bilaan, ha? It's Blaan. It's a wrong perception. Ganyan lang dapat yan siya. It's a courtship dance of the Blaan of Davao del Sur, mimicking birds during mating season. The females scurry to safety, burying their heads under their wings, or the malong, but the aggressive males follow them wherever they go. Let's try to look on this. What is Blit Blaan dance? So yun nga, no, it is a dance of a Blaan tribe in Davao del Sur. But I believe these are also, This is already also performed here in our region. We also have blaan, especially in municipality of Colombia and Sarangani, I guess. May mga blaan nila yung mga kapatid doon. So blaan, it's a courtship dance. Ibig sabihin, pamanhikan. So this is it. Yan. So if you observe, parang yan. Ito yung parang hinahabol ng lalaki yung babae, but they dance. Yan. This is how blaan looks like. No? Yan, this is blaan. This is it. I hope we can perform some of this. No? Ito try natin, subukan natin. How are we going to apply this? Next is Kanyao. It's a ritual dance performed during native fest or celebration in the highlands of Cordilleras in the Luzon area of the Philippines. It is a symbol of triumph or expectation for abundant craft. Ito naman, itong Kanyao naman, it is being danced in Cordillera province. Let's try to check Google, how does this Kanyao look like? Kanyao. Yeah, this is Kanyao. Danced by Igorot people. Yeah. These are Igorot people in Cordillera, and they actually dance this. Yeah. That's Kanyao. Celebration pa siya. And gangsa. It is an indigenous musical instrument of the Bontoc tribes of Kalinga, Ifugao in the mountain regions. Tingnan natin kung ano yung mukha ng gangsa. I guess ang gangsa parang gong din yan siya. No, similar to gong, but let's try to see it ourselves. How does this look like? Bakit? So, gangsa. Let's try to check how does this look. This is it. Saan ba dito yung gangsa? This one. Excuse me. Parang it's a combination of this and this one. This is gangsa. So I believe na you have this this musical instrument, I believe they were already discussed in your, especially when you were in high school, in your MAPE. So it's just a sort of review na lang. And you can find it naman, you can check it on YouTube or even in Google to verify kung ano talaga ito. Then inamong, it is an ethnic dance among Tigwahanon Manobos in the province of Bukidnon and performed during their harvest time. So as what I've said earlier, most of the dances of the indigenous people, they were danced for festival, for Thanksgiving, during their harvest time, to heal, to dance. I mean, in a wedding, sometimes it is danced during a buria. Now let's try to see what is this inamong. This type of dance shows a couple with their bodies and arms slightly bent forward, mimicking the movement of a pair of flirting among monkeys. So parang kuhan din siya, no? Ma-fall din itong inamong sa courtship dance. But this is owned by Manobo tribes in Bukidnon. Let's see. Yan. This is inamong. Yan. This is the costume of Manobo. Kasi iba yung mga Manobo sa bukid nun. Yan. Kaysa sa mga Manobo dito sa Sultan Kudarat, they are different. Kasi dito sa atin, they are Dulangan Manobo. But in Bukidnon, so they have their own, I mean, parang variety, parang ibang siya, classification ng mga Manobo. They are the Tigwahanon Manobo. Next, Kadal Iwas. What is Kadal Iwas? It is a dance performed by the Tiboli and Tausug tribes, respectively, which mimic a mealtime of monkeys in removing nits and lice from each other. So parang ito yung pagtanggal ng kuto, no, ng mga monkey. They portray it. A variation of this dance is to mimic a monkey who sits. Parang they try to portray the look of a monkey who sits on an anthill by mistake and is attacked by angry ants all over his body. So let's try to see what is Kadal Iwas. Kadal Iwas. So parang ito yung Kadal Iwas. Parang ito siya. Yeah. No, not that. Maybe this one is Katiboli dance. Kadal Iwas. Check ito sa YouTube, baka meron. Or i-check nyo na lang. Baka ma-block kasi yung ating YouTube, ating lesson, hindi makita ng iba. The reason why I posted it in YouTube para makita ng iba pag hindi pa online. So we should not use any music na na-upload na or na-upload na sa YouTube kasi i-block ito ni YouTube. Okay. Next, Kashawing. It is a ritual among the Maranaos and is performed to ensure a good harvest. Same as true. Kashawing, it is a Maranaon's dance na kung saan pinaperform pa during harvest naman. And Kinabuha, it's a ritual dance among the Mandaya tribes in northern Mindanao. This type of dance portrays the hooks, uses of sweet songs to lure out the hen and the chicks that are made into a meal. So Kinabuha naman, it's a Mandaya. Mandaya dance, Mandaya tribe is usually found in Davao City, in the province of Davao. Davao del Sur, Davao del Norte, may Mandaya dyan. In fact, we have Mandaya Hotel in Davao, if I'm not mistaken. So, wait for a while. Okay, so again, Mandaya, it's Kinabuha or Kinabuha. So it is a dance which portrays the hooks, use of sweet songs to lure out the hen, and the chicks that are made into a meal. So parang pagkuha ito ng manok to be used. They do ritual, yung paghuli ng mga manok, para gawing pagkain. Next, Mamakar. Mamakar, it is a buntok war dance performed during the planting season and a bountiful harvest. So, Mamakar, ginasayaw siya during planting naman and during their harvest. And it's a original dance of a buntok tribe, pero war dance siya. Man-manok, it is a dance performed in Vigan and Ilocosur. This type of dance mimics foals, wherein the tribal blankets that represent the colorful plumage of wild cocks are shown off by the warriors who intend on winning the intention of the maiden hen. Parang it's all about chicken, and parang may competition siya, to win the maiden hen with colorful plumage. And May Vanua Vanua. Grabe. May Vanua Vanua. I know, May Vanu Vanua. It refers to a sacrificial rite performed at the beginning of the summer fishing season among Matao fishers in Batanes Island. This type of dance is an act of invitation to capture the fish dorado successful. So parang ito rin yung uh, may vanua, parang it's a dance wherein they try to captivate the attention of the fishes, no? Parang yung mga isda, para maraming huli. And it is usually performed in Batanes Island. Mag-uli? Oh, sige. Tapusin ko lang. Thank you. So class, I will end this video later on kasi there is an advice na uuwi muna kami. You know, ang daming positive dito sa GSU. So that's why kayo, take good care of yourself there. So please just read na lang others, you know, if you have some question, so just read it na lang or try to find ways to search them on YouTube or in Google because I'll be posting activities maybe next week na lang. Okay? So thank you so much. God bless everyone and see you next meeting. So we really have to leave Access Campus for some safety purposes. So yun nga. So it's risky today kasi nga may mga positive dito sa SKSU and temporarily close ang school natin ngayon for some health protocols. Okay, see you next meeting. Don't forget to perform the task that I given here, the festivals. Right, nyo dito yung festivals na alam nyo and try to check your e-leads maybe next week. Bye-bye. God bless. See you. Keep safe.